Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Rainy Lulu, and this week we're gonna see how much I can read. Right now it is 3 p.m. on Monday, and I've done like absolutely nothing all day, but in an hour I'm gonna go hang out with some friends. So I felt like doing something, and to spark my motivation, I decided to film, because that's how I can like hold myself accountable. Because I have not been reading that much lately, and to stay on top of my reading goal, it's only January, but I'm like thinking ahead. I need to read at least 8 books a month, and we have 2 weeks left of January, and I've only read 4 books, which means I need to read 4 more books in the next 2 weeks. So that we're gonna be reading a lot this week. I attempted to start reading like a few minutes ago, but I kept pulling out my phone and scrolling, so anyway, I'm currently reading Dial A for Aunties by Jessie Q. I don't even know. I'm sorry, I can't pronounce it. I can't pronounce the last name. I'm really bad at doing that. But Dial A for Aunties, when it first got published, it was very popular, and I've been wanting to get my hands on this book for 2 years now, and I finally did. Like, it finally came up in my library, and I have no motivation to read, and I've only been listening to audiobooks, so I really want to get back into physical reading, because I don't know, especially because I wanted to read this book for so long, and now that I haven't, I can't read it. So that's the goal. We're gonna read this book. I started this book the very beginning of January. It's not the very end, but right now I'm on chapter 9, page 77, and so far I want to just talk about my thoughts, just to get myself hyped for reading, you know. But I think that the whole plot is very interesting, because, okay, for those of you who have not read this book or like know what it's basically about this girl who she's Chinese, and she has, I think it's 3 aunts and her mom, or 4 aunts and her mom. I don't really know. There's a lot of aunts, and they call them like first aunt, second aunt, third aunt, fourth aunt, and so I think that is 4 aunts and her mom, but I don't really know. The main character, her family starts a business. It's like a wedding business. Her aunts also really want her to find a guy. Her mom sets her up with this guy on a dating app, and they meet up, but her mom was kind of acting as her on the dating app, so the main character has no idea who this guy is, and so she goes into this date completely blind, and he feels like he knows her completely, and one thing leads to another, and he ends up dead. And she drives him to her house. Her mom calls up her aunts, and they decide that they have to cover up the body, because they don't want to like bring this, like, she killed somebody, and they don't want the officials to get involved. So it's a very interesting plot, and I just got to the part where she's asking her aunt, like she's telling her aunties what happened. So I'm hoping it'll pick up more, because like the big event just happened. So I think that it's gonna get more exciting the more that I read about like how they're gonna cover it up. So yeah, I think I'm gonna read for a while. I do have an hour to read. So yeah. It's 30 minutes later, and I've read about 26 pages, and I did fall victim to my phone again. That's okay. We are working on putting my phone down this week, so it's gonna be a little bit rocky, so it doesn't really matter if it starts out not that great, but at least I tried, and at least I got 26 pages in. It did pick up a little bit. We got introduced to a character that I've been really wanting to see. I can't like spoil a lot, because I feel like if I say this, it'll spoil it, but there's just a character that I guess, introduced. I don't know what else to say about that. You're just like sitting on the shelf, on a shelf on my bookshelf right now. Literally just sitting on my floor, talking to my phone. Okay, what I've noticed is, I am an Advent reader. Is that the word for it? I don't know, but I read a lot, and I love reading. Obviously, I have videos about it. Like, I have so many books on my Goodreads, and like I have a whole like physical library, which has grown. I read on average about 100 books a year. But I'm also a writer. My goal is to publish a book while I'm in college. That is a goal, because I'm a junior in high school and I'm currently writing what I hope to be my debut novel. Well, I don't know how far it's gonna go, but I've been making lots of progress in that recently, and I've noticed that if I am not if I'm not like in a reading mood, and like I won't go, like I won't read for weeks, but I will write my book for like those weeks that I'm not reading. And if I'm not writing and I'm not in the mood to write, then I'm reading. So no matter what, I'm either consuming content from like the books that I'm reading, or I'm producing content by writing my book. But I can never do both. Like, I'm always like in the mood for one but not the other, which is kind of annoying, but it's kind of good as well to get like one, like just to focus on one thing so that I'm not overwhelming myself. But recently, I have been kind of in a book slump. I've just like not felt like the need to read, and it's kind of sad. But I have been writing a lot. Like, I write for like 3 hours every night. So I don't know, if you guys want more content on that, on like my book, and like do more writing vlogs, like I'd be down. I don't know. I just want to really like pursue my goal of being a content creator. So, writing and reading. That's why I decided to pull out my phone kind of today and record a vlog this week. I don't know. I felt like yapping, but I need to leave soon. So, I just got home from school, but I needed to do an update, so I'm gonna do one right now. I haven't read since last night. I did read a lot last night, and I just wanted to let you guys know where I'm at right now. But yesterday, I started in Dial A for Aunties. Started on chapter 9, page 77, and I stopped on chapter 22, page 183. So in total, that's 106 pages, which I think is really good. I have this much left, and I read this much so far. So I'm a little bit over halfway, but I do have 112 pages left. I'm probably going to go to the library sometime this week. I probably won't let myself go until I'm finished with this book. So I'll take you guys along for like a little like library adventure, I guess. My library is really small. Yeah, that's my updates for right now. So I just got home from the library, so I'm gonna do a little bit of haul. It's kind of dark in here because it's like 6:30. So sorry about the lighting, but I'm gonna try my best. Okay. First, I got Love and Other Words by Christina Lauren. This book is so hyped up, and I saw it, and I've been wanting this for a while now, so as soon as I saw it, I grabbed it, and I was like, yes, this is the one. I'm taking you. So, this camera angle is kind of sucky, low-key. Okay, there we go. That's better. And then I got The Princess Bride. I am obsessed with this movie. A few years ago, when I was in 8th grade and freshman year, I had this friend group that we would always watch this movie together. Like, we'd have movie nights every single Friday, and every other Friday, like, that we would hang out, we would always watch Princess Bride. And I've never read the book. I saw it today, and I was like, yes, I need to get this one. Okay, next I got Wings of Starlight by Allison Saft. Is that how you say it? I don't know. But I actually really want to buy this one, but I don't have the money for that right now. So I decided I'm just going to get it from the library. And then if I really like it, then I'm going to buy it. next time I get a chance. So I got this one. I think this is the last one. Yes, it is. It's the last one. I got The Stranger in Room 6 by Jane Corey. Now, this is about a girl. I think she buys an inn or something. Okay, no, there's this girl. She gets out of jail. She was convicted for murder, and so she moves to like a new place and gets a job at Sunnyside Home. I think it's like an old folks home. I'm not entirely sure, so don't take my word for it. But yeah, she works here, and then there's like secrets in the house, and like she has to figure it out. But like she's also like trying to make sure that the people there don't really like know her past with like her murder, like her being convicted of murder. Also gave me a list of like books that were overdue, and one of them was Dial A for Aunties, and I've been reading that one all week, and I still haven't finished it, which I haven't even given an update. Oh shoot. Anyway, so it's Thursday. I did not update you guys on Wednesday, but I did read yesterday. I read like 2 chapters in the book. I don't know. I might stay up tonight and finish it. I keep saying every single night that I'm gonna finish it, but that hasn't happened yet. So hopefully I finally finish this book. I bet you guys are like really tired of me like hearing me talk about it at this point, but I don't know. I seriously thought I was gonna read more this week. I did try to read an audiobook, like listen to an audiobook. I don't even know what it's called. Probably gonna DNF it because it's not even the book, the writing or anything. It's the audiobook. I don't know, it's really weird because it has sound effects and music in the background. But like the music is only there on occasionally, and sometimes the sound effects are just like out of place. Like when the characters aren't doing anything, they'll have like random like sound effects. And I don't know. It's really weird, and it just I don't know. I just don't really like it. And I was really excited to read the series because it looks really good. But if the audiobook is gonna be like that, then I'm gonna have to find the physical version. We'll see if I finish the book tonight. So I'm gonna sit down and just read right now. So setting up my computer right now. We have Goldfish. I like just went to the store after the library. I went to the store and I got this and a water bottle. Obviously, gotta stay hydrated. My goal is to finish this by the end of the reading session. So like that's about like this much. I'm gonna pull up a read with me because I realized that makes me focus better. I think having my phone out of my hands and just like recording this, like recording a time lapse, and then also having a read with me on my computer so I can't touch my computer either. I do that a lot. If I have my computer open sometimes, I'll either watch pointless videos or write my book, and that's not what I want to do right now. Okay, so I have one pulled up. I have this one. I use this one a lot when I'm reading because I don't know, I really like the vibes of it and like the music that is being played in the background. So I have it all set up, and now we're gonna read. Oh my gosh, my bed is a mess. We're just like not gonna pay attention to that. Okay, blankets. It is really cold in my room actually. My stuffed dinosaur. I don't know. I can't do anything without her. She's literally like always on me. I don't know. Anyway, for real this time I need to read. So. Okay. I just finished Dial A for Aunties, and I don't know, I'm just gonna give some of my thoughts on it. I have decided to give it a 3.5 out of 5 stars, but I realized that I don't really like, first of all, I don't really like unserious books. And that's like what this one was, but like it was like a fun time and it was like a good palate cleanser, but like it wasn't, I don't know. And then the ending was a little bit rushed, I felt. So it was kind of awkward, but the two not yet, they weren't even plot plot turns. Plot turns, I guess. They were quite shocking, and I actually guessed one of them, and I almost guessed the other one. I was like halfway to guessing. Anyway, but yeah, it was like it was just a fun time. I feel so. So now I'm probably gonna pick up another book. I think I'm gonna start reading Uglies. This book is about a society that kind of revolves around one's looks, and the main character, she's about to turn 16, and so she's about to go get the surgery that will make her look really pretty. But then she ends up not getting the surgery, and I guess running away. She ends up running away, and then she realizes like the other side of like what pretty is, basically. I don't know. I'm probably not gonna read for the rest of the night, or I might read when I go to bed. Well, I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay, so it's now Saturday. I did not give an update yesterday because I didn't really read much yesterday. I did get through like 20 something pages. Is this gonna stay? No, it won't. Okay. I got through like 20 pages of The Princess Bride. I don't know. I think it's really interesting, and I love the movie so much, so I think I'm gonna really like the book too. But now, I'm about to go to the library with one of my friends because when I was at the library the other day, they gave me a list of overdue books, and she has some books on my card, and so we decided that we were just gonna go together because she also wants to pick up more books. So, also some of the overdue books were from me, so I had to turn them in, and I might get a couple because I have a problem with having a whole lot of library books. So, yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. I think I'm gonna read a whole lot more today because I don't know, I really want to finish a book today, but it'd have to be cover to cover because I just started a book last night. I don't know, but in school I do count the books that I read in school towards my reading goal because those are those are books, so why wouldn't I count them towards a reading goal? But on Tuesday we're gonna finish a book, so I'm gonna count that to one of the 4 books that I need to finish this month. We're reading The Crucible, and that book is I have that class with a friend, and every time anything happens in the book we'll look at each other and he'll give me the funniest are you kidding me look, and I'll give him one back, and it's so funny. That book is so intense. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna go because I need to go pick her up before she has to go to work. So I just got back from the library once again. I didn't get any clips because I actually left my phone in the car on accident, and also I kind of just wanted to spend the time with her. So there's no footage of the library again, but that's okay. I'm gonna do a little bit of a haul because I obviously have a problem with getting books. I got 5 books. Yeah. First, I went to the Little Free Library, and they don't have anything good in the Little Free Library that is close to me. But I did find this, which is the Astrology Dictionary, which I take fascination into zodiac signs, just for the fun of it. Yeah, I don't know. It's literally just for the fun of it. So I was I don't know, might as well get this. So it was there, so I snatched it. It was also the only good book there. Anyway, I got this, The Arabian Nights. It sounded very, very interesting. It's I don't know, it's a fantasy, but also a romance, but it's considered classic. And they had this version, this edition, and then they also had a really pretty hardcover that was really pretty. I don't know how to describe it. It had it was blue with gold designs or whatever. It was really pretty, but it was really big, and I decided I want the smaller version, even though it was prettier. I still wanted the smaller version, but it is a classic, and I decided that I wanted to get into reading classics more. So I also have this one, and that's kind of why I picked up The Princess Bride. I know it's not a classic, but it can be considered a classic, kind of. Then I got another classic. This is a children's classic. It's called The Wind in the Willows. They had this the cutest edition. This is the cute edition. Because I looked it up on Goodreads on my friend's phone, and it was not that like it was kind of cute, but not as cute as this. Because like this is like one of my favorite my favorite color is green, and like this is like the kind of color of green that I like. I don't know. It's just like a children's classic between like a few like animals. I don't know. I saw it. I thought it was cute. I looked it up, and people were talking about how cute it was and how much the kids really liked it. So I was like, I don't know. Might as well get it. Then I got a fantasy called Three Dark Crowns by Kendar Blake. I saw this one and I got really excited because, first of all, it's so pretty. Like, I don't know. It's pretty for a library book because, like, the sticker kind of makes it, yeah. So does this one. But hey, that's okay. But, basically, it's about three queens and they each have, like, powers or, like, abilities. And they all have to, like, they all want the crown, but you can't get the crown by birthright. You have to get it through, like, a life or death kind of trial thing. So, yeah, they're all sisters, and they are basically fighting to the death. And the last queen standing, no, the last girl standing is the queen. So, I found it quite interesting. And I don't know, I love, like, the like, trials kind of thing. And then, oh, I got another fantasy book. This one is called The Damned by Harper L. Woods. I read The Coven and the Cursed by this author. And I don't know. Those books were okay. I think that I read The Coven the first time on audiobook and I rated it 5 stars because of how good the audiobook was. But then last year I reread the first book and I read the second book and I realized that it was not as good as I thought it was the first time. So, but this one isn't even about the main characters in the first 2 books. So, we'll see if I like it. Like, it has like cute little sprayed edges. Also, my friend told me, I was like, I don't know if I should get it. She's like, you're gonna get it. I was like, oh, okay. She hasn't read the series, nothing. She's just like, I don't know, you should get it. So I obviously listened to her. Anyway, the last book that I got is called The X by Frida McFadden. This book sounds so freaking good. I feel like any book that Frida McFadden writes is pretty good. I read The Boyfriend by her, and I was obsessed. Also, I read The Housemaid. The X is about this girl who is, yeah, she's dating this guy, and like she's like, oh, he's the one, like he's like, I want to marry him, all the things. Like she has her entire life planned out with him. And but then she's talking about like how he has like an ex-girlfriend who's like perfect. She's just like so perfect, and like the main character does not like that. He has like such like a perfect ex. And so like she's trying to like get her out of the picture completely. I don't know like what means that is, but somehow she wants to get this ex out of the picture, which I thought was very interesting. So I got this one. So that is the haul. Oh my gosh. That is the haul for these books. I don't know how much reading I'm going to get done today. I don't know. I woke up really late. I'm probably going to read a whole lot more like The Princess Bride because that book is so freaking good. I already talked about it in the last clip, obviously. Yeah. It's now Sunday, so today's the last day of the vlog, but yesterday, after I gave my update after coming home from the library, my friend called me and asked if I could go hang out with her. So we went to our other friend's work while she was working, and we sat and we read while we waited for her to get off work. So I read a little bit there, but like we were like mainly just talking. There wasn't a lot of reading going on. But then last night I decided to like I stayed up like till like 3 in the morning and I read like, I don't know if you can see that, but like this thick amount of pages. So I'm getting through. This is how much I've read. This is how much I need to read. It's just like really awkward angle, like getting my double chin. Okay. Anyway, the hope is that I'm gonna finish this today. It's probably doable. I was able to read all this in like a day. I could do this. And if not, if I get close to finishing it today, then I'll just continue the vlog into tomorrow as well. Because I know that I will have time to finish this at least tomorrow if I don't get it done today. But yeah, that's my update. I'm just going to sit here and I'm going to read for as long as I possibly can. We'll see what happens. It is actually a week later. I forgot to film the outro and then I got sick. So, here we are. I did end up finishing The Princess Bride a few days after I filmed that last clip, So I did end up finishing it, just not in the 1 week that I was vlogging for. But I did end up giving that book a 2.5 or 3 stars. I haven't really decided yet. I think I liked the movie better than the book. It's just that for such like an action-filled book, there was not that much action going on. It was a whole lot of like just dialogue, and it was also very repetitive. It was a pretty good book, but I do like the movie better. So kind of comparing the book and the movie together while reading the book was kind of not fun for the whole thing, but it's okay. I did enjoy it for a little bit, and also like seeing the Princess Bride in like a different way compared to like I've seen like the movie over and over. Seeing it like different in a different way was really interesting too. So those are my thoughts on that. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. This was like a little bit chaotic and a little bit spotty, obviously, because consistency was a little bit off, but that's okay. Thank you guys so much for watching.